Yo, we are back. Before we start the video, here's a quick update of my yo-yo release with my full approach. Throughout this year, I've become more disciplined with my overall mechanics, and I feel like I'm ready to really learn the yo-yo release. The funny thing is that the primary reason why I didn't commit to it last year was because I wasn't ready. My goal was to get my footwork intact before I would try again. And I also wanted to maintain the integrity of my approach without my mechanics falling apart. I'll go ahead and play a couple of clips here. These are different clips from throughout the week recently, and you'll kind of see my current progress. You'll see the dynamics of my approach when it comes to swing height. Some days I'm taller, some days I'm smaller. I'm working on being more upright, using more legs, projecting the ball, and making it all flow together. Okay, enough of that. You know the deal. Let's get into the no-step foul line drill. Get comfortable, get cozy, grab a coffee, and let's roll. Usually, before I start the practice, I walk onto the lane, do a little survey of everything, and adapt to the environment and start to visualize how I want my practice to go. Really start to think about your release and get into the right headspace. This part is often overlooked and will ultimately set the precedent of focus for your practice. Think, visualize like visual eyes. You need to see yourself doing the release. One thing that really helped me learn how to bowl one-handed after being two-handed was adapting something called the gym mindset, which is something I came up with recently, and I'll continue to draw other parallels with it throughout the video. When I first started going to the gym in my earlier days, I've had the experience where I was doing a certain workout and I couldn't feel a specific muscle group contract, and I felt like I was just lifting the weight for no reason. Because it was such a new movement to me, I couldn't create that mind to muscle connection. I didn't know where to feel or how to feel. When we are working on the yo-yo release and trying to find that feel, you have to focus in a similar manner to how I was trying to contract that specific muscle group. We are trying to create that mind to muscle connection with the bowling ball. We are trying to get those neurons to fire, as I like to say. If you are just doing it to just do it, and you're not finding that contraction, that pump, then it helps to reset your thinking and take a deep breath and really try to lock in. When you are doing these drills, there is a purpose. It creates an understanding of basic fundamentals. You develop coordination and balance. You create discipline, and it creates a relationship between you and the bowling ball, which is the most important thing. As silly as it sounds, but when I first started trying the one-step drill, I couldn't do it. I actually kept falling over, and it took me several tries to get coordinated to find that timing. So, as you go through these drills, it's important to focus on form and posture. Get that knee bend going, also keeping your body upright. Remember, I myself am working on that exact thing. The early throws are there for you to get warmed up. These are essentially your warm-up sets. Then you can gradually start to implement more forearm and elbow bend responsibly. This goes back to the gym mindset I talked about earlier. As much as we would all like to throw it like EJ Tackett, that strength and technique comes with time. When you are doing these drills, you'll start to use more elbow bend and forearm as you progressively get stronger with the bowling ball. Similar to how you would gradually increase the amount of weight you are lifting when training while maintaining proper form. Someone mentioned it in my last video, and it's very important that you go at a rate in which you are comfortable to prevent injury. Another very good thing about improving your release using the gym mindset is that you'll get stronger over time. Just as a simplified example, usually when you go to the gym, you're looking to get stronger, etc., whatever your fitness goals are. So when I would go to the bowling alley to practice my release, every time I would get on those lanes, I was trying to get stronger than last time. I would try to get just a bit more on the bowling ball, whether that meant me being behind the bowling ball for 0.5 seconds longer, or even just getting one more revolution on the bowling ball. Progress is progress. Keep at it and you'll get there. You got this. Also, just a reminder, my bowling resume only started in 2016. I bowled one-handed for 1 to 2 months. I gave up. I went two-handed for about 2 years because I wanted to see the big hook down lane. Then later down the road, I had an epiphany about one-handed bowling one day, and it just clicked. It started to make sense, and now I'm here making this video. I'd like to say that I do have some sort of credibility when it comes to the modern bowling release because I was fortunate enough to be able to speed run through the process. I know what everyone is going through. I went through those experiences. I went through all those mixed emotions to learn how to throw the bowling ball. I myself didn't have the luxury of learning to bowl at an early age, and as I was learning to release the ball and through my research, once I started doing drills, shout out Joe Slewinski, it served me as a blueprint into putting everything together into synchronization. By breaking down your full approach into smaller components, you can kind of hone in on certain parts of your game, especially from the standpoint of a beginner where you're trying to think about everything all at once. It can be very overwhelming. Now that you kind of reverse engineered everything, and because you've got the blueprint in front of you, you understand what parts are involved, how they move, its function, then all you have to do is reassemble it. As we wrap up this video and just some food for thought, something I learned that helped me increase my rev rate naturally was the significance of bowling ball fit, specifically the thumb hole. True bowling ball fit cannot be taught, but rather felt throughout time. And I say that because I speak from experience. The moment I got that thumb hole snug, I was effortlessly able to get more revolutions on the bowling ball because my hand was softer and I wasn't squeezing the ball. But we have to all learn from experience, right? That's just the way it goes. So here's a fun little thing I came up with. It's just a list of things I didn't know on my one-handed journey, and it goes like this. I didn't know my thumb hole was way too big and I had to squeeze it to hold on to the bowling ball. I didn't know your thumb could fluctuate in size depending on weather and the foods you ate. I didn't know 7 pieces of tape changed your pitch. I didn't know what felt right and what felt wrong. As a bowler, I had to go through these experiences to be the bowler I am today. It's a part of the process, the journey, but we gotta remember that we all get to our destination just at a different time. Until the next one, peace.